Welcome back to Vibe Podcast. Today we're discussing Does Intuition Really Exist? A topic researched for us by David Morgan. I'm joined by Charles and Angela.
Hello everyone, I'm Charles, a retired psychologist, and I look forward to exploring this fascinating topic through a scientific lens.
And I'm Angela. I believe I have a strong intuitive sense, some might even call it psychic. I'm eager to share my experiences and perspective on what I feel is a very real ability.
Excellent. Our document opens by defining intuition as an ability to understand or know something instinctively, without the need for conscious reasoning, that gut feeling we sometimes get. Angela, does that resonate with your experiences?
Oh, absolutely, Alice. That gut feeling is precisely it. It's an inner knowing that just arrives. It's not something I think through, it's a flash of insight, a sense of rightness or wrongness about a person, a situation, or a decision, long before I have any logical reasons to back it up. For me, it often feels like receiving information from beyond the five senses.
Well, Angela, I certainly recognize the phenomenon you're describing. As a psychologist, I've seen countless people report these gut feelings. The text mentions psychologists like Gerd Gigerenzer, who views intuition as an evolutionary adaptation for making fast decisions. Daniel Kahneman also talks about System 1, thinking, the fast, instinctive mode, as distinct from the slower, deliberative, System 2. From a cognitive perspective, these are rapid, almost automatic judgments.
But Charles, isn't that just a way of saying, we don't fully understand it yet? My experiences go beyond just a fast judgment. Sometimes I know things about people I've just met or events that haven't happened yet, information I couldn't possibly have processed from past experiences in the traditional sense. It feels like genuine insight, not just a shortcut.
And that's where the scientific debate truly begins. Critics, like cognitive scientist Gary Klein, propose that what we perceive as intuition is actually the product of rapid pattern recognition based on our vast accumulated knowledge and past experiences. Our brain is incredibly efficient at processing information unconsciously and making connections. So, that flash of insight might just be your brain quickly matching a new situation to a known pattern, even if you're not consciously aware of the comparison.
I understand that explanation, but it still feels incomplete for me. How do you explain knowing something specific about a stranger, something completely outside any pattern I could have possibly formed? It's not just recognizing a familiar scenario, it's often entirely novel information.
That's a compelling point, Angela. And Charles, the document also touches on the potential unreliability of intuition. It mentions that intuition can be susceptible to cognitive biases, like the availability heuristic, where we overestimate the likelihood of events that are more easily recalled.
Precisely, this is a crucial aspect. If intuition were a truly distinct and reliable form of knowledge, it should be less prone to these errors. But research by Tversky and Kahneman shows that our intuitive judgments can be swayed by how readily examples come to mind, not necessarily by their actual statistical probability. So, while it feels strong, that gut feeling can sometimes lead us astray because it's operating on biased information.
I agree that some gut feelings can be wrong or clouded by our own hopes and fears. But I believe there's a difference between a biased assumption and a truly intuitive or psychic insight. The insights I trust most feel clear, neutral, and often come with a strong sense of certainty that isn't influenced by my desires for a specific outcome. It's about discerning between a true message and my own mental chatter.
And how do you make that distinction objectively, Angela? The philosopher Robert Nozick even suggests that what we call intuition might often be a post hoc rationalization. Meaning, we make a decision, perhaps influenced by many subtle factors, and after the fact, we attribute it to intuition because it sounds more profound or simpler. We retroactively apply the gut feeling label.
Oh, that is absolutely not my experience. My intuition often comes before the decision, sometimes even pushing me towards a path I hadn't considered or against one I was set on. It's not something I invent to explain a choice, it's a guide that steers me. I've followed my intuition against all logical advice and seen it prove correct many times.
So, Charles, it sounds like from a scientific perspective, the document leans towards explaining intuition as sophisticated unconscious processing, rather than a distinct, almost mystical, cognitive ability.
That's largely correct, Alice. The scientific evidence for intuition existing as a distinct cognitive process, entirely separate from analytical reasoning or pattern recognition, remains limited. While it's certainly a useful tool, allowing us to make quick decisions, it's most likely the culmination of our brains rapidly analyzing past data and experiences in ways we're not consciously privy to. Relying solely on it without critical analysis can indeed lead to suboptimal or biased outcomes, as the research suggests.
But I truly believe there's more to it than just unconscious processing of old data. My intuition has provided insights that are genuinely new, genuinely predictive. To dismiss it entirely as just rapid pattern recognition or post hoc rationalization feels like ignoring a vast area of human experience, an inner wisdom that, for some of us, is a profound and real source of knowing. I think science is just beginning to scratch the surface of understanding these deeper aspects of consciousness.
Fascinating points from both sides. It seems the concept of intuition continues to be a rich area for both personal experience and scientific inquiry. That's all for today. A big thank you to our guest researcher, David Morgan, for providing our topic.